Fairly certain my dog almost died yesterday. I was walking Buxton around a big nature trail, and in this nature trail there's creeks and swamps all around it. And I see Buxton smelling this pile of dirt. Okay, he's a dog, whatever. As long as he's not digging, thank God he wasn't digging. I usually don't care because he's a dog, he just wants to sniff around. Okay, as I got closer and upon further observation, it wasn't a pile of dirt, it was a snapping turtle. I yelled for Buxton so loud it wasn't even funny, man. Seriously, like if he would have poked at that thing and it would have went at his leg, it would have chopped his foot right off. Dude, I could never be a parent. Alright, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video and happy Tuesday. So today's video, we're going to take a break from Madden just because, I mean, we can't play it literally every day. And I think today's video is going to be fun for not only me, but all of you guys as well. So in yesterday's intro, I asked you guys a question on the Rams, who you would get rid of between 4 players. And today's video, we're going to be doing something very similar. I am going to be giving you guys like 12 scenarios of 2 players from each team that we have to pick between. One of them can stay, but one of them has got to go. I'll be letting you guys know my opinions, and you guys can feel free to let me know yours down in the comments. One quick thing before we start the video, head over to gfuel.com, use code WyattzWorld, save yourself a discount on any G Fuel products. Let's get into it. Okay, so first scenario actually comes from the Rams, and it's half of the scenario I had the other day because all of these are just 2 players. So on the Rams, you can only keep one and one's got to go. The choices are Cooper Kupp and Aaron Donald. Ugh. Donald's the greatest defensive player we're probably ever going to see in our lifetimes. However, he's getting up there and Cooper Kupp's not that old and he might just be entering his prime. This is hard. Honestly, there might not be a wrong answer here, but I think my gut's telling me I've got to stick with Aaron Donald. I would send Cooper Kupp out the door. It would hurt, but I think Aaron Donald's got at least 3 more seasons of Aaron Donald left in him, and I would take that over anything. So, sorry, Kupp, but you're gone. Next scenario will come from the Atlanta Falcons. You can only keep one between AJ Terrell and Kyle Pitts. I had to ask my friend who's a diehard Falcons fan about this, and he actually said he would keep Terrell knowing that the Falcons have always struggled defensively. And that makes sense. Here I could agree with both ways. However, I think I'm going to take Pitts. Those who have been with me for a while would know that I think the world of Kyle Pitts, and I think he is going to be one of the best tight ends in the world. He showed glimpses of it last year, but he wasn't in the best predicament, and he still isn't. However, I do think he is one of the only offensive weapons they've got. Unless Drake London just turns out to be an absolute fiend, I am not letting Kyle Pitts go. Moving on to the next scenario, and it is coming from the Raiders. We've got Davante Adams or Darren Waller. You can only keep one. Oh, I think Waller is older than a lot of people think he is because he didn't start till later. Let's look this up. So Darren Waller is 29 and Davante Adams is 29. Interesting. If Waller was 25 or 26, I would take him here, but I'm going to take Adams. If they're the same age, they're probably going to have similar longevity. The last couple years, Davante Adams, with or without Aaron Rodgers, I'm led to believe is still the best receiver in football. We're going to find out this year for sure, but I couldn't let him walk, not right now. Nothing against Waller. I think he's a top 3 tight end in football. However, he's not Davante Adams. Next scenario, we got the Bengals. Joe Burrow or Jamar Chase. Pick one to stay. I think that this is going to be a landslide. I could be wrong, but I'm taking Joe Burrow and I'm sending Jamar. Not that Jamar would ever be easy to replace, but I think receivers are more replaceable than quarterbacks, and I think quarterbacks help make receivers. With that being said, do I think Joe Burrow makes Jamar Chase? Honestly, we don't know because they played together in college too. But no, I don't think that's the case. I think Jamar Chase is elite. But if you let him walk and you still have Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, and Tyler Boyd, that team is going to be arguably just as good as they were last year. Joe Burrow is the more important player there. Jamar Chase is electric, but he's not as important as Joe the Show. Okay, up next we've got a Chargers one, and it is Joey Bosa or Justin Herbert. Maybe I should have put Eckler in this scenario. I don't like this. Joey Bosa is such a game changer, dude. It's fucking ridiculous, but so is Justin Herbert. I'm gonna take Herbert because he would appear to be a damn generational talent at this point. But so is Joey Bosa. Joey had 10.5 sacks and 7 forced fumbles, for Christ's sake. But I'm not keeping you. All right, next scenario, we've got one from the almighty Detroit Lions. I had to show my boys some love. I think this is a very good one though. Keep one between TJ Hawkinson and DeAndre Swift. You see, TJ Hawkinson is not only a terrific pass catcher, but he can block. And that's what can possibly help DeAndre Swift. Now, not only can DeAndre Swift run, but he is also a pass catcher. Since they're both offensively here, I think I would probably roll with DeAndre Swift because he's more of, you know, the dual threat offensively scoring points, I should say. Hawkinson can score you points, but he's not really going to score you points physically when blocking. He's going to help, but he's not going to do it. I do think he's elite too. He's up there with the best tight ends in the league. But you throw Kyle Rudolph on that offense, probably wouldn't change a whole lot. You take DeAndre Swift off of that offense, it's gonna change significantly. That's my opinion though. I mean, it could go either way. I got love for both guys. DeAndre Swift is staying. TJ Hawkinson, you're out the door. Moving on, we've got the Pittsburgh Steelers, and this one I had a couple different people for, but I have just resulted to two. TJ Watt or Mike Tomlin. I love Mike T. I'm going to invite him to my wedding someday. He doesn't even know me, but I'm going to invite him. People underestimate how impressive his resume actually is. I mean, yeah, going 162, 94, and 2 is good, but if you look deeper into it, and I know it's mentioned all the time, constantly, but he has been the head coach since 2007, and he has never finished below 500. He has been through some shit, man. He has had great teams, he has had ass teams, but he has made it work. He has given them a fighting chance. With everything I just said about him, though, he's out the fucking door because you can't give away TJ Watt. That's the decision I've come to. Are the Steelers going to be worse without Mike Tomlin? Oh yeah, but you can't give up TJ Watt. Up next, we've got the Carolina Panthers scenario of the day, and it is keep one between CMC or DJ Moore. CMC, get the fuck out. Goodbye, asshole. I don't want him. He doesn't play. DJ's elite. DJ's elite no matter who the quarterback is. He doesn't get hurt. And he ain't even in his prime yet. I will always acknowledge how skill-filled Christian McCaffrey is, but I will always acknowledge how little he plays. I don't want him near my team. Up next, we've got the Dallas Cowboys. This is a pretty obvious one, and I could have made it a couple different ways, but I resorted to Dak Prescott or Micah Parsons. This is a pretty similar scenario to what I said about Mike Tomlin and TJ Watt. It's hard to get rid of Dak. Dak has not been bad. Anybody who actually watches football would know he's been actually tremendous. And I think that he is a huge part of that team's success when they are successful. However, Micah Parsons arguably is probably the second best player in the league right now. Realistically, I know I said second best. I think there is maybe 4 players total in the NFL I would take over Micah Parsons right now, though, if I was building a team tomorrow. Like I've said, that guy can play anywhere you put him on defense, and he does it at a top level. Moving on, we got the Washington football team for a little scenario action. Chase Young or Terry McLaurin? Chase is going to be great. I'm not completely giving up on him yet, but you can't ditch Terry after everything you've seen from both of these players. One of them has been very consistent. One of them has remained healthy. Pretty sure Chase is on a torn ACL right now too, isn't he? I feel like you got to take Terry. And next up, we've got one from the Buffalo Bills, and I don't like this at all. It's Stephon Diggs or Von Miller. I haven't seen Von play with the Bills. Stephon Diggs hasn't won 2 Super Bowls. I know Buffalo can be great without Diggs, and I know they can be great without Von. I'm taking Diggs. Von's getting up there in age, and like I said, I haven't seen him play with the Bills. We don't know, and for Diggs, we do know. We know it clicks. We know he works. I'm glad this scenario isn't real because I get to watch Von Miller for the next possible 6 years. But in this fantasy world, if I had to pick between the two of them, I'm sending him packing, unfortunately. And last on the list is from the San Francisco 49ers. Assuming Debo is staying, pick one between Debo or Fred Warner. Might be the hardest one of them all, honestly. Is Debo elite? Yes. Has he done it for more than 1 year? No. Fred has been fantastic. Fred has been healthy. I don't think he's missed a game. If I had to pick between Fred and Debo, I think I would make Debo happy and send him away. You guys know I love Fred Warner. I got his jersey. Look, I'm a Vikings fan. You guys know that. I support Eric Kendricks, but if Eric Kendricks was a Pokemon and he could evolve, he would evolve into Fred Warner. Speedy, hard-hitting, great coverage. And that's all we got for today. Alright guys, and that is where we're going to end it for the day. Let me know in the comments on any of your selections. If you guys did like this video, you already know what to do. Comment, like, subscribe, turn that bell on. I appreciate any help I can get. With everything I just said, I'm going to hop off and get this shit edited so you guys can watch it on time. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and as always, I will see you in the next video.